Do you like anime? Do you like stickers? If the answer to either of those questions were yes, or you're just an otaku like me, go check out sukawaii.com. Here, you can look at all of these beautiful stickers and other anime merch and accessories. They've got My Hero Academia, they've got 7 Deadly Sins, they've got Jujutsu Kaisen, they've even got little cuties like this. Who is that? I don't know, but I'm buying them. I bought some myself and they're amazing and adorable. Here, look, using the link in the description below, use promo code BAZAAR5 for 5% off of your purchase. That's promo code BAZAAR5 for 5% off of your purchase. I mean, seriously, look how cute!
Monster, an Attack on Titan X-Mute Reader fanfic by Mokamaki. Chapter 32. The group arrived at their destination. At this point, your name was in and out of sleep. In other words, she is not going to wake up anytime soon. Oh, come on, your name. You can't sleep right now. We have to go, Armin said while pulling your name's arm, trying to wake her up. Your name groaned lightly as she slumped a bit, refusing to open her eyes. She really was out of it. Come on, your name. Armin shook her slightly, and she still didn't wake up. This is the worst time for her to take a nap right now, Mikasa muttered. Eren stared at the sleeping your name before walking over to her and taking her hand. He pulled her slightly and gently tugged her out of the carriage. Your name let out a soft hum as she tried her best to stand up straight and keep her eyes open, but her body was so tired that she could barely stand. She had to sleep, somehow. It was the only way to regain her strength, a better option than biting into someone's flesh to regain energy. Eren pulled your name along as they entered a small room and waited for Levi and Pastor Nick to come back. Hanjay has gone off somewhere. While waiting, your name was struggling to keep her stance, as she kept slumping forward now and then. I wonder what's up with her napping at random times. She can't be that tired. She just spent a few days resting up, Mikasa pointed out. Maybe she's still weak from that fight, like Eren is right now. She did use her blood to somehow hold Annie back. I don't know how she could do that. Has she done this before? Armin asked. Eren remained quiet. Mikasa and Armin both gazed at Eren, concerned about his silence. You're not saying anything, Eren, Mikasa said. Do you know about this? Armin asked. Has she done this before, Eren? Armin asked again. She has done this before. Back when our squad died, I don't know, she managed to use the blood that was leaking out of her to do it, but that was the only time I ever saw her do it, Eren explained. Armin and Mikasa became worried. This was something that they never expected from your name. Not even Eren could do something like that. This made them question your name's humanity even more. She's far from being identified as a human, but if she's not a human, then what is she? Your name could no longer sustain her posture and slumped down, a little too low because Eren tried to catch her. He quickly placed her to the side where she could rest her back and head against the wall. Quiet snores flew out from her nose as her breathing became steady. She could feel her energy slowly coming back to her, but even with all the sleep she was getting, it could never fill the empty feeling in her stomach, which was starving the monster inside. The group heard footsteps behind them. It was Pastor Nick and Levi. So, what happened? Did you get any answers out from him? Armin asked. For the first time, Pastor Nick spoke. Although what I saw today is something I would never want anyone to go through, I must keep my word, he said. The group was not happy about that. But I would give you the name of the person who also knows the secret of the Titans inside the wall. Your name's point of view. I opened my eyes a bit and looked around drowsily. I was in a different room. When did I get here? Where is everyone? I looked in front of me to find everyone gathered around Pastor Nick, and he was saying something to them. She has royal blood who has known of the Wall Titans for quite some time. She's taking hiding in the Survey Corps and developed a fake name, he explained. He's talking about a person who knows about the Wall Titans? Royal blood. Fake name, hiding in the Scouts? That must mean we might know them. But it could be anyone. Unless... Every person I've encountered has a unique type of smell, but there was one, aside from Eren, that really attracted to me, Krista. Despite her fake kindness towards me, she had a very strong scent, a scent that was different from the rest. It wouldn't be a surprise if she might be a person with royal blood. Wait, she's a part of the 104th Scouts! Eren exclaimed. She's the one with the blonde hair, right? Mikasa asked. Yeah, she's the cute girl that always hangs out with Amir. You mean Krista? Eren corrected. I knew it. Her fake kindness towards others wasn't the only thing that made me intrigued by her, but the fact that she's a part of royal blood. No longer feeling the need to sleep, I yawned quietly and scratched my eyes. I still felt a bit drowsy, but awake enough to stare into space. I was so distracted in my thoughts that I didn't even notice Pastor Nick talking about me. Nick looked towards Your Name's direction as she stared into space. Who is that girl? He pointed towards her. Eren turned around and noticed he was pointing at Your Name. Her name's Your Name. Why do you need to know? And why does she have a muzzle around her mouth? This shook the group a bit. How could they answer that in the most non-violent way ever? Oh yeah, she's wearing a muzzle because she may have a tendency to bite into people. That's none of your concern, Hanji butted in. Nick thought for a moment. She looked awfully familiar to someone he's seen before, but he couldn't quite figure it out. But he knew one thing. She was part of something important. Your Name turned her head and noticed Nick staring at her. Her eyes slightly widened as she looked away, uncomfortable. She stood up and dusted herself off. Eren noticed her movements. Your Name, you're awake, Eren says while going over to help the girl up. As they began to explain the situation, Pastor Nick continues to stare at her. She looks awfully familiar to that girl they were referring to all those years before, but she couldn't possibly be related to... He felt a hard slap against his head. He looked down to see Levi sending him a glare. Hey, this is not the time to be ogling at girls. Don't forget why you're here. He glared at Nick harder. Don't let me catch you staring at her again. He added darkly before walking off. Nick quickly got the message and looked away. Your Name's POV. While my friends explained my exact theory, I sniffed the air and immediately recognized a familiar scent coming towards us. Ugh, Eren said as someone bumped into him. We all looked behind him to see Sasha panting like she's been running all the way here. Sasha? Eren asked. Where did you come from? Mikasa added. My eyes widened in excitement as I rushed towards her and gave her a tight hug. I missed you too, Your Name, she slightly muttered as I rubbed my cheek against hers. Hanji approached us and Sasha immediately got out of my grip. I was sent to give a message from Commander Erwin, who instructed me to give this to you, Section Commander. Sasha bowed her head down, holding out the message. Hanji blinked a couple times. Okay then. Excellent work. She quickly took the message and handed Sasha a potato. Sasha lifted up her head and smiled widely. She instantly took a huge bite out of it. I giggled slightly and patted her head before going to join the others. Armin helped me with my gear while Mikasa helped with Eren's. We were going to find Krista and get some answers out of her. Hopefully. Levi delivers one final speech of wisdom and we all head off. I know I keep saying this to myself a lot, but I have a terrible gut feeling about what's going to happen next. I can't help it. Since this world of ours is full of cruelty and betrayal, who knows who might go up against us next? I think back to what Marco said to me before. Marco, who are those people you were talking about? They can't be who I think it is, right? I hope you weebs enjoyed Chapter 32 of Monster, the Attack on Titan X Mute Listener fanfic. If you did enjoy the video and made it this far, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and leave a comment down below telling me what you thought or what you'd like to see next. Anyways, that's enough from me. My name is Bazaar, and I'll see you weebs in the next video. Cue the outro.